Welcome everyone to day 2 of 10 days of JavaScript tutorial series. In this video, the topics that we are going to cover are function in JavaScript, and how to declare variables and their scope. Okay, so in JavaScript, we declare function using function keyword. So let's see using an example. So for example, what we will be doing is I have taken factorial example. So let's code. Okay, our function is complete. Now just simply run our function. We are going to run our function and just call it and pass 5. We will be calculating factorial of 5. Okay, let's see if we get 120 or not. Yeah, cool, we are getting 120. So I hope how we make function in JavaScript it is clear. So guys, there are basically two ways of creating function in JavaScript. First is by using function declaration. So this was our function declaration technique, and second way is using function expression. Okay, okay, let's see how we can use our second way to create a function. Here we simply assign a function to a variable. Okay, so you can also refer it as an anonymous function. Okay, so here we are simply calculating the square. Let's call our function. Okay, cool. I hope you all can see on the console that we are getting 4. Okay, so guys, this is all about function. Okay, you can deep dive into this topic. Okay, it is great topic to play with. Now let us go with our how to declare variable in JavaScript. Okay, we can declare variable in JavaScript using var, let and const. Okay, let's see when to use var and when to use let and when to use const and how they are different. Okay, so and one more thing, I will also be showing you the scope. Okay, so we will be also studying scope in this video. So there are basically two scopes. One is local and global. Okay, local scope and global scope. Okay, let's see. So if I will declare any variable, let us suppose I am going to declare var name equals John. Okay, so it is my global variable. Now what is the meaning of global variable? Global variable means like global scope. This name has global scope. What it means is it can be accessible throughout the throughout this space. Okay, so it can be accessible outside any function or within any function. Okay, this is known as global scope. Let's see and get a better understanding through the code. Okay guys, now let's understand local scope. Okay, so here what we are going to see is an example of function level scope. Okay, now I am declaring age variable within the function, so it will be only accessible within that function. Okay, so and that will be also termed as local scope. We will be getting an error if we will try to access that variable outside that function, because it won't be accessible over there. See, what we are getting is age is not defined, uncaught reference error. Okay, so this was an example of functional scope. Now let's deal with let and const. Okay, so let me copy the function. Okay, now I will be declaring variable using let and const. Okay, so let and const are basically how they differ from where. Basically where is function scoped and let and const are block scoped. Okay, they are only accessible within the block they are declared. Okay, so I have made a block if block, and I have declared two variables, one with the help of let and another one with the help of const. Okay, so both of them are only accessible within that block. Okay, if I will try to access them outside that block, I will be getting an error. Okay, so let's see with the help of code. Okay, cool. Now we are getting both the properties. Okay, John and 25. We are getting both the values. Now let's console it outside that block. Let's see. Okay, we got last name is not defined. Okay, now similarly, if we do the same outside that function, we will get the same error, last name not defined. Okay, age not defined. Yeah, cool. I hope you have understood the scope. Now let's see how how let and const differ from each other. Okay, so what is the difference is basically, mm, yeah, let me tell you one thing. Yeah, let and const are block scoped and our where is function scoped. Okay guys, now one more thing, we can assign new value to the variable that we have declared using let, but we cannot do the same with const. Okay, assignment to constant variable is not allowed. We can see the error. So this was the difference between let and const. So I hope you all have understood the difference between where, let and const, and the scope, that is global scope and local scope, and also the what is the meaning of function level scope and block level scope, and apart from this the difference between let and const and when to use uh, which of the way. Okay, so guys, if you have enjoyed the video and if you have learned something new, then do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.